how to lose fat and tone up without ever eating meat. Guys, today on this edition of the Jay Jackson official podcast, I'm going to be going live with my buddy Polow. You know, he's the plant-based athlete, and we're going to be diving deep into it in just a minute. So guys, as y'all jump on, let me know where you're watching from, because this is going to be a good one. And hey, if you're new to my content, this may be your first time seeing me. You may have followed me maybe, a few weeks or months ago. You're like, man, who is this guy popping up on my news feed? Guys, I'm Jay Jackson. For the past 12 years now, I've been helping entrepreneurs, celebrities, busy professionals drop weight, get in shape. And today, like I said earlier, I'm about to interview my buddy Polow. He's also a super trainer, but his focus is all about plant-based. And so if you've ever wanted to know what it's like to drop weight, tone up, or even build muscle while only eating a plant-based diet, then Polow, he's gonna drop the game on you today. So stay tuned. I just seen him jump on. Hey bro, go ahead and tap that little I think it's the plus sign down there. It looks like a camera. Tap that and request to jump on, and then we'll rock and roll, man. Let's get to it. Let's get busy. And then as y'all jump on, let me know where you're watching from. I know it's in the middle of the day. Y'all might be at work, but it's all good. I'm also gonna post the replay. Let's see. Ask. All right, there go Polow right there. I got you, bro. I got you. Hey, there you go.
What's up, good sir?
What's up? What's good? What's good? Can you hear
Man,
me good?
just at work, just at the office getting it in, per usual.
Right. I already know how you get down. You
Yes,
be getting
sir.
it.
Man, I like your background, man. I need a better background, brother.
Oh man, it's all good. I'm gonna put you on to my crew icon. I think it's iconic or icon photos or something like that.
Oh, dope.
Man, they got dope canvases. It's dope. Dream way more than excuses.
Right. I like that.
Yeah,
Is that
man.
like he just came in it's like wallpaper?
Nah, it's like a thick.
Oh, that's like a
canvas.
canvas.
Yeah, it's thick.
Yeah, I see it now. That's dope.
Yeah.
I like that.
Man.
And I like what it says too.
Right.
That goes with it. That's hard.
Yes, sir.
I like that, bro.
But how you feeling though?
Man, I'm feeling amazing. I'll probably be feeling even better than amazing if I got my workout in, but it's just been busy, so I haven't had a chance to get the workout in yet. But man, I feel good though, man. Like no complaints, man. God is the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Just blessed and highly favored, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. And before we dive in, I want to say I appreciate you jumping on with me, taking that time out of your day to rock with me.
Absolutely, man. Of
I
course.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate all the knowledge and information you be spreading online. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
Of course, man. Anytime you ever been around me, it's been great energy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, absolutely, man. Anything. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we go dive in just a second. I'm gonna drop a little sound bite below for everybody, and then we go dive in. And also, guys, as y'all hop on, let us know where you're watching from. I see we got Tampa, Florida in the house. What up?
Tampa, Florida. Yes, sir. I like Tampa.
Oh yeah. Comment your questions. All right.
You got your workout in yet, bro?
Man, not yet. I'm gonna get it in after we get done.
Yeah, me too. I'm about to do the same thing.
You running today?
Probably gonna get a run in. I worked out with Danielle yesterday. She whooped me up bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna run today to just kind of, just loosen up these muscles. She worked me out yesterday. Yeah, she got me good.
Damn, I got to get over that with you one day. I don't know if I'm be able to run as many miles as you do, because you be getting it in, man.
Yeah, man. But that's my thing, though. I'm a runner versus like weights and stuff but that's why I've been trying to spend more time in the gym. But since COVID, they closed all the races, so I haven't been able to run any races. So before COVID, I was running a marathon, like at least 2 or 3 marathons a month. You know what I'm saying? And half marathons, doing a bunch of different running, but they closed it. They made it virtual races. And it just it's not fun for me. I'm a competitor. You know what I'm saying? I like to compete. I need to see somebody in front of me and go get that person and then on to the next. You know what I'm saying? So just out there running by yourself virtually, nah. So the races then open back up. So I'm in full training, and I wanted to just work out with somebody this time, just concentrating more on weights. Because usually in the marathons, when I get to like mile 22, I be having certain issues like in my hams and in my calves. So I'm trying to like strengthen these certain muscles up. So when I get to like mile 18, 19, 20,
right,
I don't break down. It's gonna be some kind of breakdown, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
I don't want to I be that tightness, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
It's
I'm trying to
crazy.
that.
Just you saying 22 miles, 21, that's like, man.
but look, we go to the gym, you lifting that weight sometimes that you live, I'm looking at that like that look heavy.
Right,
You know
right.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I see we got some questions already. And I think it's Dr. Allison. Hey, Dr. Allison, we're gonna be asking all those questions.
My
I
buddy.
promise you. What did she say? What are your favorite forms of protein for breakfast besides the vegan powder? I'm glad you asked that question, because towards the end of the video, we're gonna be answering all those questions. Okay. The first thing though is I wanna talk about your story. You know, I'm big on stories, because a lot of people they see these fitness influencers out here and they're like, man, they were born like this.
Right,
you know?
right. Nah.
They come out the womb with muscles and they can run 6, 7, 8 miles, right?
Nah, that's definitely. I wish that's how it worked, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny you said that, because being in high school and junior high, I've always been an athlete, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but just to kind of tap into my story a bit, I have been an athlete, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of my early life, you know what I'm saying, in school. But I've also been in the music industry the majority of my life too. So I know a lot of people don't know that, because they see me in the gym all the time, and that's really all I show on Instagram is
I'm new to it too.
Right, to my so I'm just show y'all some stuff. Yeah, let's see who's on here. So yeah, like, you know, couple of things, but I ain't about to like go crazy with that part, because that's not what we're here for though. You know what I'm saying? So I spent the majority of my life in the music industry. And that is one of them, that's an industry where it's a lot of bad behavior, you know what I'm saying? Just to like, as far as your body is concerned and like the things we do. So, you know, you hang out in the club a lot, but that's how we catch our vibes. We go to the club, we might leave the club at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Then, you know, it's off to the Waffle House. You got to get that food. And then you got to go back to the studio. You eating crazy. It's Red Bull, so you can stay up even later. And we work at night. But I also was a cigarette smoker for like 6 or 7 years too. Yeah, I smoked Newports. I was a gas station eater for a long time. And even though, and it's funny because even being in the industry, and you make money, you know what I'm saying? But you still eat poorly and you still put like the bad things in your body. You know what I'm saying? The money, that's not what we spent our money on, quality of food. But it's the mindset, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, some people would say drugs and rock and roll, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But for me, I ate a lot at the gas station. I ate a lot Waffle House, a lot of fast food, smoked a lot of cigarettes, smoked a lot of weed, drunk a lot of alcohol. So yeah, when you see me the way I am now, it's a big difference from how I used to be. But living that life ended me up in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I talk about that a lot. So I ended up just outside one day, and I was actually at the house, and I was just smoking a cigarette, and I flicked that cigarette out, and my whole body just went numb. It started in my toes, and it went all the way up to like my neck. I just got like super numb, right? And man, I remember this, like I can feel it. I remember it so much. And my chest just tightened up real bad. So I ended up in the hospital, and they did like the x-rays and the scans and all that. And they basically would, I had some complications with my heart, like the blood flow, valves all clogged up from, you know, what I know now is the foods I was eating, you know what I'm saying? And the cigarettes and the sodas and all the crazy stuff I was doing, and probably just stressing and not sleeping. I think all of that was a combination. So I just had choices, you know what I'm saying? It was a choice. It was like, they really wanted me to come back in the next day and do a open heart surgery. They was like, man, you need to get this surgery. and they were trying to put me on these pills, some pills I would have had to be on for like the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I went from being an athlete to getting deep into the music. And once I got deep into that, I just really got caught up in that lifestyle, all that athletic body I had from coming out of high school and college. Just it went away fast, Jack. And I was like a little over 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I just was in bad shape. And then I ended up in the hospital, even in worse shape. And man, I just had to make a decision. It's like my grandma died from heart complications. Two of my uncles died from heart complications. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and both of my uncles that died from the having heart complications, they were both heavy cigarette smokers. So I just remember that day going back home, and I was just like, damn, like I'm really on this same path. Like,
how old were you at that time?
Man, I was probably mid-20s, like maybe early mid-20s, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked that question. That was a good question.
Oh, yeah. I was like mid-20s, maybe going into like 30 or something like that. Yeah.
And that's a super early age to have like a heart attack.
Right.
And they said it was all because of the cause of, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You froze. I hear you though.
Yeah. I think it froze just a little bit. You back.
You back.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and so it was just all because of the food.
It was food. I think it was, yeah, it really was food when you think about it. And smoking cigarettes too is like, that can clog you up super bad too. So I think it was just a combination of the cigarettes, bro, the drinking, the late nights, and definitely the foods. Like I said, I was really a gas station eater. And the studio was like right up the street from the Waffle House over here, and we had a couple gas stations over here. It was just easy to go up there, grab a bag of snacks, about 30, 40 Red Bulls for the whole crew, some Mountain Dews, and man, we back at the spot, and we up and create music all night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how a lot of people are, though. You know, when you think about wanting that convenience and wanting to have that energy, you know, a lot of people tend to, whether it's working at night, you know, producing music, or if they're in the cubicle, you know, typing on the computer for hours. Right. And so, yeah, the people who, whether they're smoking cigarettes or they're pulling from, you know, the Red Bulls, and, you know, it can kind of turn into a lifestyle of, you know, bad, right?
Right. It was definitely a lifestyle for me, for sure. Like the drinking, the smoking, definitely the Red Bulls was a part of my lifestyle. Them Honey Buns was a part of my lifestyle.
Oh man, don't get me going on the Honey Buns.
Them Reese's Cups was a part of my lifestyle. Yeah, man. It was bad. It was pretty bad. Yeah. So yeah, man. So yeah, they wanted me to do a open heart surgery. Like my mom was pissed at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wasn't with what the doctor was saying. I actually didn't even go back to the hospital no more after that. Yeah, like I was like, nah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And I got on this journey of like, I started reading different books and watching certain videos on YouTube, and just starting to learn more about the body. And I got into some cool books. I guess one that I think everybody should read, The Muculus Diet by Arnold Ehret. That's a dope book. Yeah. It's man, I can't think of everything. I got them at the house though. So if you're on here and you want to know, just DM me and I'll just show you like all these cool books I got about the body. I'm very, I think the body is the most amazing thing in the world. But I started getting into these books and just start reading more. And I just felt like I could do it on my own. And I did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's powerful. So you got the conversation, you had the conversation with the doctor, and they're like, dude, you need to have a surgery, right? You need to have heart surgery.
Right.
And so how long between when you had that conversation did you say, okay, it's go time. I gotta get back in good health. Like, how was that time?
It was actually like the next day, but did I jump on it the next day? No, because habits are hard to break, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I still had that, especially that smoking habit, that cigarette habit, that was tough. Yeah. And I'm in a studio, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what people do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So but I did stop buying packs, and then I dropped down to buying what some people might know Lucy's. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the store and get $3 for $1. So I was buying like the Lucy's, or I was just bumming them off of other people, but I just didn't buy packs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I started just changing my diet up a lot too. Like I removed a lot of things. Like, so I first started eliminating like the milk. I eliminated like the meats, certain breads. I just started eliminating certain things. And then I started learning about fasting. And once I tapped into fasting,
that's my thing.
Man, that's when it all clicked. That's when it all clicked. That's when it all came together. And when I learned the art of fasting, oh man, it really just took me to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? And at this time, I wasn't really on no athletic. Like, you know, you falling asleep at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, you sleep during the day, and then we back up 6 o'clock in the evening, and we up for the rest, you know, to about 4 or 5 again in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, once I started getting into fasting, after that, I jumped into fasting and just eating certain foods and just trying to clean certain things out of my body. And of course, it didn't happen overnight. It took me a while to like master it. But once I tapped into that, like, yeah.
That's what's up, man. When you think about, like, what were some of like the main benefits that you started noticing as you made that transition of like eliminating certain foods, you know, the milk, the process, and you started introducing the fasting into your lifestyle? What were some of the benefits you started noticing from doing it?
Man, my gut went down.
Oh, wow.
I had like real bad irritable bowel syndrome.
Right.
Constipation went away. Wow. I grew up with allergies. Like right now, it's a lot of people in the gym suffering over there right now because of allergies.
Yep.
My nose as a kid would just have, I would have nosebleeds all the time, just because just being dry from doing that all the time, and you break up those vessels in your nose, and your nose starts to bleed a lot. I had that all the time. Like, bro, I can go out there and sniff a line of pollen like it's some coke, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't faze me no more. People, and my mom even be looking at me like I didn't got family members to tap into what I'm doing because they know how I used to be, especially with my allergies. But it's all due to diet. I promise it is. I'm telling you, eliminate that milk and that cheese out your diet, man, that would do wonders alone. You know what I'm saying?
That is powerful. And real quick, hey guys, everybody who's on right now, we're rocking with Polow. We're talking about how to build muscle, get toned up without ever eating meat. We're talking to a plant-based athlete right now. I see this guy, he's running not 1, not 2, not 3. I'm talking 5, 6 miles plus miles in one day. So
yeah, in one day.
right. And so
it's fun, man.
It's amazing seeing it, and your energy. Like, even when you just take a photo, I can feel your energy through your photos.
Yeah,
you know,
man, I appreciate that.
And it's just amazing to be able to see that, because some people, they feel like, man, if you don't eat meat, you can't build lean muscle. You can't look good. You're gonna look skinny fat or whatever.
Right.
You're living proof. You know,
absolutely. And I'm also somebody that is also coming from like 200 and some change pounds too. You know what I'm saying? So you can definitely do it. It's just, and you know what's crazy? Like, somebody asked on here about like what I eat in the morning for breakfast, and I'll give you some of the things I do, but I don't really count my stuff like that. I don't count my proteins. I feel like all food has protein in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my whole foods. I eat a lot of fruits. I eat a lot of vegetables, raw foods, raw vegetables, raw nuts, raw seeds. You know what I'm saying? All these things have protein in it. And I know some people that the stigma on protein is so crazy that there's some people. I went to a smoothie spot with my boy one day, and he got a shake and he got protein in it. I'm like, what you getting the protein? He's like, man, you got to get your protein. I was like, you about to work out or something? You know what I'm saying? He's like, I was like, you're going to get protein in the other food, in the foods you eat throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? But I know that the body can only process so much protein a day unless you're doing certain things. Now, if you're in the gym and you're running and you working out and you doing all these things, then yeah, you need some extra protein. You know what I'm saying? But you can really, if you're eating a nice whole food diet, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can get your protein.
Yeah.
You can get what your body needs, you know what I'm saying, as far as protein is concerned. But if you in the gym going hard on weights or running 6, 7, 8 miles, you're gonna need a little extra protein.
That's facts. That's facts.
Right.
Hey, I see y'all asking some great questions too. You're gonna see a little what do you call it? Like an emoji with a little question mark at the bottom, in the bottom right hand corner. Tap that little button right there with a question mark and ask any questions that you have. And then towards the end, and then like throughout the video, we'll answer those questions. Okay? Because we don't want to lose your question in the comment section. And so I was hoping that little down finger emoji was going to be right over the question mark, but it's not.
It's kind of over there.
Right. But just hit that little question mark and ask your question in that box, and then I'll pull up your question as we go throughout the interview. And so you said you lost weight, right? And so
yeah.
Where did you start at?
Where did I start?
Yeah.
So so once this situation happened with me, ended up in the hospital and dealing with that doctors or whatever, and not kind of going that route. So I ended up, man, you got to get your butt in the gym. Like, I'm not running or like I'm not doing none of that. Like, no running, no working out, no nothing. So I was definitely a lot heavier, right? So I needed a change. So I started going to the gym. I still wasn't running like that. I got into weights. I got a trainer, had somebody helping me out with that, and I started changing my diet. And as I did that, I would start going on these walks, and then my walks turned into like little light jogs and then run, you know what I'm saying? And the weight just started coming off. I never got on a scale or anything like that, trying to like weigh I've like really never done that before. I just got more active. I just got up off that couch and got active and started moving my body every day. And man, and it just started dropping off little by little. And what's crazy is once I mastered the fasting thing, I remember doing my first fast where I went all liquids for like 30 days, right? And it was nothing but liquids. I did water and cold pressed juices, 30 days straight. And bro, I got so little. When I started building my body back, I never went back to that weight ever again. Like my body just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I've been this way for a long time, you know what I'm saying? For a long time. My body just never really went back to being big again. Man, I'm telling you, fasting is the most amazing. I don't think there's any other medicine on this planet.
Yeah, I've heard a ton. I've heard a ton about it. Like, what are some of like the main core benefits that you've experienced with fasting? Because I'm also a huge advocate of fasting.
Yeah.
And I'm also aware there's like different forms of fasting. You know, some people do it spiritually, right? Then other people, they may be doing the OMAD where they eat, 1 meal a day.
Right.
I'm a big fan of like the 16-8 fast.
Right. Intermittent fasting.
Yep, the intermittent fasting.
Yep.
And so, like, what's been some of the most beneficial things that you found from fasting?
Man, so for me, just clarity. I'm really into like fasting now, mostly because I say I do it for my health, but a lot now I do it for like spiritual reasons. You know what I'm saying? Just to tap in. You know what I'm saying, with the Most High, you know what I'm saying, or my high self, you know what I'm saying. But just my overall health, you know how you always say, man, you got good energy, bro, or your energy just comes from them photos or your videos. A girl in the gym just can't. I walked by her the other day. She's like, bro, you always in a good mood, like, you know what I'm saying, bro. I just like, man, I don't know, like my energy's just high because I believe that when so your body uses the most energy to digest food, right? For the human man, it's like 42, 43 hours for one meal to digest. For a woman, it's up to 37 something hours, somewhere in there. And y'all can look this stuff up. It's like 37 hours for one meal to digest. People are eating 3, 4. I know one of the guys in the gym just told me the other day he eats 7 meals. He's a big guy, though. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing 7 meals. To me, that's a bit much. You know what I'm saying? Because now your body has to rob you. It has to pull blood from your brain and it has to pull blood from the feet, from the bottom, and it brings all this blood and all these other fluids into your stomach to help break that food down. And that's what we get, what we call the itis. So people get sleepy after they eat. You know what I'm saying? And then depending on how many foods and all these different foods and the chemicals in the foods, it depends on how much your body has to work. That's why I like eating my fruits and eating my vegetables. Like, I'll start my day off with nothing but fruits, you know what I'm saying, until like 1 or 2 o'clock. Juices, smoothies, and fruits in the beginning of the day, because I want to keep that energy. You know what I'm saying? I want to have that good energy throughout my day because I'm moving a lot, and I don't want the food to have to sit down and let my food digest. You know what I'm saying? So just my energy, to answer your question, my clarity, and just my overall health. And the one thing I think that's most important, my digestion. And I think if we can all get a hold of our digestion and make sure you're eating 3 meals, you need to be eliminating 3 meals. You know what I'm saying? You need to see that coming up out of you. You know what I'm saying? If you putting that in you, it need to be coming out. And I think if we can all master our digestion and those meals and we seeing that elimination, man, your energy is going to always be good. It's going to always be through the roof, because your body doesn't have to rob you of your energy to break all these chemicals and all these foods down. You know what I'm saying?
Man, people should be paying thousands of dollars for what you just said.
Bro, it's funny. I have conversations with people sometimes, and this guy, one of my homies, just said that the other day. He was just like, man, that's some awesome ass information, bro. He's like, you need to put that in a book. I was like, I thought about it, but
what you just said could literally transform somebody's life, because even me personally, I went through that early on, like before I went to college. And I was like, man, why do I always feel like I got to go to sleep after I get done eating? You know? And it's a lot of people out there just like that. They go to work, they get to midday, they eat their lunch, and they're like, oh, I want to go to sleep. You know, and they got to power through work still. They got to work till 5 or 6 p.m.
Right.
And they're sluggish. And so just understanding what you just said can literally transform their life to help them have more energy to get things done.
Right.
That's
it's
huge.
Like your body's like a car, man. It's like anything. It's like a car. Like, you got to put the right fuel in there. Like, you got to put that good fuel in there if you want it to run the right way. Or you can put the cheaper gas in there, and it's gonna run a certain way too. It's not gonna run the best. And another thing with your car, you clean it out. You got to clean your car out. Sometimes when you go take your car to the shop, they'll flush all the fuels out, all the fluids out, and redo all your fluids for you. It's and you got to do that with your body. I always tell people this too. I wish that we were see-through. I wish that we were like, people could see their food going through their body and what their body has to do to break that stuff down. Oh man, people would change. They would change.
I had to write that down.
I always say, that's another thing I always say too. Like, man, if we would see through, people would change, bro. They would change if they could see what that food is, what your body has to. The body is so amazing, bro. And I don't want to get too like technical and be using these crazy words, but when you treat your body right, man, it basically is gonna treat you right, man. And I wish your body ain't nothing but a bunch of tubes, bro. Even to your bones. If you put a microscope on your bones, you'll see it's nothing but a bunch of little holes, just a bunch of all tubes on the inside. And it's all about keeping them tubes flowing. And when you eat certain foods, it makes your blood thick and gooey. So it can't travel through the body the way it needs to. Your blood is your lifeline. You know what I'm saying? Your blood is your life. The blood stop, you stop. You know what I'm saying? It's over. So if you got this thick, gooey blood, that's what the doctor was telling me. Like, I had in my tubes, in my body, that are connected to my heart, they were full of plaque. Full of plaque.
Right. Which
can be healed, but you just got to do the right things, and you don't need their medicine to heal that. Sorry, Instagram, y'all don't ban this, but you don't need their medicine to heal that. You don't
Right,
need
right.
medicine to break the plaque down in your body. What you need is what God already gave you, and that's fasting. You know what I'm saying? The science has been here. You know what I'm saying? The foods have been here. You don't need Allegra. You don't need any of that allergy medicine. You don't need that stuff. We got sea moss for that. You know what I'm saying? We got turmeric for that. We got ginger for that. We got all these things that are right here on this planet. You know what I'm saying? But if you can get your blood to not be gooey and thick and all that, man, I'm telling you, bro, just the way you think, the way you feel, it's amazing, bro. It's
Man,
and
this
crazy, just
yeah,
to tap back into the music. So I'm gonna just go back a little bit, and I know this ain't got
yeah,
nothing to do with what you just asked me, but it would just be so crazy because that was my goal in the beginning. Was like, so I would go to the studio with all these green juices, and they'd just be like,
right.
"This dude, what you doing? What is that?" You know what I'm saying? Like, this is green juice, man. They got kale, broccoli, you know what I'm saying? Some cucumbers. Ooh, they'd be like, "Oh my god, like that's what you doing now?" Like, yeah, I'm doing that. And bro, I literally pulled myself out of the studio and started this fresh cold pressed juice company because of what that stuff did for me. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted, my main goal was for my peers to see the difference in me and jump on board. You know what I'm saying? Not to bug them and be like, you got to do this too, but for them to see me be a change and then for them to like jump on board. And I see it. It's slowly happening, but
Yep,
I
that's
see
how
it
it is.
happening every day. And it's so cool, bro. It's
Man,
so
yeah,
cool because niggas is people are putting the cigarettes down. You know what I'm
right.
saying? They putting certain things down and they jumping into a more healthier lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's really what I kind of got into it for. Yeah, but I know that when your question, the question was um, about
well,
me, what have I seen through fasting? But yeah, man, clarity and digestion, bro, are
yeah,
the main things for me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And that, like, everything you just said was is value, like
Right.
everything. And so, even though it wasn't like spot on what I asked you,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
still really good. And I
Like
hope people took.
you gotta stop me because I can talk about this stuff forever and my mind just I'm a creative, bro, so my mind is
Right.
just like it's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah.
ask me one question, I heard 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Pull me back.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Yo, everybody who's watching right now, we jamming right now with my buddy Polow. We're talking about how to build your body up, how to gain muscle, get lean, get toned up without even eating meat. Like,
Right.
and we, right now, talking to a plant-based athlete right now, you know, a gym owner right now. And so he's not only transformed his body, but he's also transformed and helped his clients too. Okay. And so the next question I want to ask you was, what are some of the most common mistakes that you see a lot of people making in terms of, you know, wanting to step into the plant-based? Well, let's not even say plant-based. Let's say people who want to lose weight, and sometimes I found that people are looking to do plant-based just to lose weight. And
Mhm.
so, what are some of the mistakes that you found from people who want to drop weight?
I'll say, just because you go, it's bad plant-based stuff out there, right? Like
Right.
Oreos are vegan, you know what I'm saying? But we know a bunch of Oreos, like it's gonna be
Right.
all. I think I see people. The number one thing I see is it's about the whole foods. It's about the vegetables, the fruits, the
Right.
raw seeds. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
in the veganism, they still want to do the pasta. You know, still do the vegan cupcakes. And don't get it twisted. Like, I might go grab me a vegan, but that's not like it's not my main jam. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm
Right.
doing. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the thing. People say, okay, I'm gonna eliminate meat, but you still go and get like the burgers. You know what I'm saying? The not real burgers or
Yeah.
whatever. The plant-based burgers.
The
Like,
Beyond Meat or something like that.
back of that stuff. Some of that stuff is still full of sodium. You know what I'm saying? The vegan chocolate cupcakes can still make you fat. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Can still have you constipated. Like,
Yep.
it's really about eating more foods in their original state, raw foods. You know what I'm saying? And not saying you have to eat them raw, but like, man, a good plate of vegetables. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like a side of some type of rice. You know what I'm saying? But Some people just go hard with like, oh, I'm vegan now, but they eating a loaf of bread to keep themselves full, or you know what I'm saying? It's bread, it's pasta, like all that. Just because you vegan, if you eating like that, you're not gonna see no results, man.
Oh man, you just set a bar right there, because I see so many people, and I feel like the fitness industry, I don't think they try to do this, but a lot of people, they make decisions off of, oh, this is vegan, it must be healthy and it's gonna help me lose weight, or oh, this is keto, these some keto chips, these chips, keto chips. This
Right.
gonna help me lose weight.
Right. And you gotta think too, coming from that other diet that you was eating, and then you jumping into plant-based, and you still kind of eating things that are similar to what you was eating over there.
Right.
It's really not it's not a big difference, bro. It's really not a big difference, man. You know what it is? I think you gotta be simple. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's about simplicity, bro. It's like your body, even just when you're making your plate for dinner or breakfast or lunch, I try to keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like not having like so many items on the plate. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I agree.
Things that your body has to like figure out, okay, I need to tuck this here, put this there, break this down, do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like simplicity, I think, is key. And then also knowing that just because it says plant-based on it, don't mean that it's like good for you. Because a lot of this plant-based stuff out here is trash. You know what I'm saying? And that's just honesty, bro. And that's why myself, I'm just more into eating foods in their whole state. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's fruits, vegetables, whatever it is, I try to eat things that are just whole foods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. I might go get the vegan cupcake sometimes, or I might treat myself to whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the staple. It's not my main thing. You know what I'm saying? And I have to be active and be active. You know what I'm saying? Moving your body is so important. Like it's a system in your body called the lymphatic system, right? It runs through your body just like your vein system does. And that system, unlike the veins, the heart pumps that, right? Boom, your heart is pumping, right? So it makes the blood move through your body. That lymphatic system, it don't move unless you move. You gotta move. You know what I'm saying? If you don't move, it don't move. The lymphatic system is the sewer system of your body. You know what I'm saying? It's what your body uses to flush out your toxins and eliminate. You know what I'm saying? So, but it don't work unless you do. You know what I'm saying? You have to work for that part of your body to work. And that's a whole nother thing of losing the weight and losing the pounds. You know what I'm saying? Elimination. You got to be able to eliminate. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge. We're going to start calling you Dr. Polow.
I have one of my boys call me Deacon Polow, because when I get talking, he just be like, here go Deacon again. But, right.
That's hilarious. Yo, anybody who just jumped on, we're rocking right now with Polow, talking about plant-based proteins, how to get lean. Well, not plant-based protein, but just a plant-based lifestyle, right? And so if you're somebody, you're like, man, I want to lean down, I want to tone up, I want to build some lean muscle, I want to feel better about how I look without eating meat, it can be done. And so, Polow dropping game right now. And if you just watching, or if you're watching right now, drop us some likes, share some love, share the video right now. Hit that bottom right-hand corner, hit that little arrow over there. Share the video with 3 people. Share the video with 3 people so more people can learn this information, because it's powerful. I heard the saying, I'm pretty sure you have too, your health is your wealth. Because if you land in the hospital bed, what do you want most? If you land in that hospital bed, you may have all the money in the world, but if the doctor say, hey, we can't do nothing to help you, we can't do nothing.
Right.
The only thing you're looking to have now is your health. That's all you want back.
Right.
And so it's important. With that said, Polow, I want to kind of close this thing up. We're talking about some action steps for people. People say knowledge is power, but I firmly believe that, knowledge is not the power. The power is applied knowledge.
So, I agree with you.
And so with that said, I want to talk about, if somebody's watching right now They're like, man, I want to get into this plant-based lifestyle. I want to, you know, start feeling better about how I look. I want to have better health. I don't want to have to worry anymore because I got family, you know, and they may just want to feel better about themselves too. What are 3 steps that they can take from this video today to start transforming their life in more of a plant-based lifestyle approach?
First and foremost, clean your body out. Clean the body out. Fasting is everything. When you fast, and it's an art to fasting, and we could maybe talk again about fasting, because you know I'm a rambler, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just start going crazy. But fasting, clean your body out, because your body is going to tell you everything. Once your body is clean and you put certain things in your body, it's going to let you know, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. So cleaning your body out is a great way to start. Fasting, go get a colonic, flush that colon out, get that colon cleaned out, and then start reintroducing some of these other foods into your body. So that would be my number 1 thing.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
My number 2 thing would be go slow. Don't do it overnight. Like, don't just go cold turkey. Eliminate things slowly. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time to get rid of cheese. I love melted cheese on bread. You feel me? Right. So you got to go slow. So experiment with certain things, but start eliminating certain things out of your system slowly, right? So if you go to McDonald's every morning and you get the egg and cheese or whatever you do every morning, change that with a smoothie in the morning. Have a smoothie or a bowl of fruit. Start it off with you know, do a 32-ounce like mason jar of water with some lime squeezed in it and lemon. Start your day off with that water and a bowl of fruit. It's slowly, you know what I'm saying? Just start changing those habits slowly. Then you might eat whatever you eat for the rest of the day, but you did that one thing. And I think once you accomplish one thing, it makes you, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But when you try to, and this is experience that I'm talking about, because when you try to do it and you fail, and I'm talking about myself, you give up. It's like, oh, damn. But you got to go slow, and you got to find those small victories by what you eat for breakfast first. You feel what I'm saying? And then we're going to go into the lunch, and then we can get into dinner. You know what I'm saying? But going slow. You know what I'm saying? Just taking slow. And then number 3, I wouldn't say that this will help introduce you into a plant-based life, but I just think it's important that we drink more water. We don't drink enough water. People don't drink enough water. We eat too much food and don't drink enough water. We eat way too much food and don't drink enough water. I had to say that twice. I'm sorry. But just drinking more water. You know what I'm saying?
And with not drinking enough water, what are some of the side effects that you've noticed people have had by not drinking enough water?
Man, constipation. We'll go back to that part. I'm telling you, bro, like the majority of the people that are walking on this planet right now are walking around with at least 7 to 10 pounds of just fecal matter in their system now. You know what I'm saying? And you would think, they think, oh, I went to the bathroom today. You know what I'm saying? But the body is very tricky. You know what I'm saying? And the body holds on to certain things. You know what I'm saying? So water can definitely help move some of those things. Water is just good for your blood. It's good for your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great for your skin. I'm sorry, I got away from your question again. I always do that. But yeah, man, water.
That's good. You answered the question. That was great.
Just drinking more water, bro. I think a lot of people, like, it's crazy. Like, people don't drink water. You know? I understand that. Like, but I understand it because I didn't drink water either, bro. Like, bro, Nick, I'm gonna send you a picture. I gotta find this picture, bro. I got a picture of being in the studio one night. It was like maybe 4 of us, and we got a Red Bull. We was working on a project for Universal, and we was just project done. They had like, you know, they give you these dates to like turn stuff in.
Right.
And Red Bulls from the ground damn near to the ceiling.
Wow.
We you know, just smoking and just working, just being
Yeah.
silly in the studio, just stacking those cans of Red Bulls up. But at one of my homeboys, we use, like I said, we get the Mountain Dews. He drinks so many Mountain Dews, bro, that he burnt his what's this called? I can't think.
Esophagus.
Burnt it up, bro. He was coughing up blood, and it was due to drinking too much soda. He burnt it up.
Crazy.
Right, bro. I'm telling you, this stuff we be putting in our body, like it's crazy. But so yeah, man, just drinking more water, bro. It's so important, and try to put some lime in your water, and you know that's just gonna help eliminate. You know what I'm saying? Help push things through your body, man. And it just it brings alkalinity to your water as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's the point.
Yeah. So just squeeze lemon or some good limes. You know what I'm saying? Key lime is always the best, but if you can get some lemons, you can get any other kind of limes. Like, amazing for your water. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing for you too. You'll just be surprised what that's gonna do for your skin, and you know, what I'm saying? Just do for your elimination too. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. And so simplify the process, right? Break everything down, right? That's number one, guys. Like, break it down. You know, stop trying to do so many different things and just simplify your life by focusing on no more than like 3 things at one time.
That's right.
There's this one book by Gary Keller, and he's the owner of Keller Williams, you know, real estate.
Yeah.
And he talks about the one thing, you know, simplifying the process, because if you focus on too many things, you're going to find yourself overwhelmed. You don't do nothing. You find yourself procrastinating because you're fearful. Right. And so 2 being what? Number 2.
Number 2 was, oh damn, what was number 2? The first one I said was fasting. The other one was drinking more water. No, that was number 2. Simplifying what you're trying to do.
Right. Simplify.
Like don't go trying to fast 30 days and you never fast. Do a 3-day fast. You know what I'm saying? And there's levels to fasting. It could be an all liquid fast. You can fast on all raw foods. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Find all raw fruits, vegetables, and do that. Like, we can get deeper into it, but yeah, basically just simplifying what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just try to go cold turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
1, you can hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? And 2, you're going to end up like I did in the beginning and just have so many failures to the point where it kind of make you want to quit. You know what I'm saying? And just like, it's not possible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, simplify what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go too fast.
And fasting and drinking more water.
Oh, so we got 4. That's right. Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah,
because this goes right into the question. Yeah, somebody asked a question in the comments. They said best fasting method, and to be honest, I'm gonna let you
levels to it,
Polow.
So to me, it's levels to fasting, right? So, if you're fasting for the first time, I definitely wouldn't go for like an all liquid fast, even if it was 3 days. You know what I'm saying, or 4 days. Like, I would do like an all raw food fast. That's a level. You know what I'm saying? So that means if you're drinking coffee, if you're drinking sodas, so basically a raw food fast consists of water. You can have smoothies. You can have cold pressed juices. You can have raw seeds, no salt on your seeds, and raw nuts. And if you're gonna do this nuts and the seeds, you gotta soak your nuts before you eat them. So if you got some almonds and you want to eat almonds, and don't eat like a handful of the nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because nuts can also constipate you too if you go too crazy with the nuts and the seeds. And you need to soak them because nuts have enzyme prohibitors in them, basically, where these nuts, basically, it's like they're trying to protect themselves, right? So they got the chemicals, you know what I'm saying, that and this is what can cause you to have like this constipation, right? So you need to soak your nuts in your hands. So don't go crazy on the nuts, but so raw food fasting, man. Raw nuts, raw seeds, raw fruits, raw veggies. And if
Man.
I were you, I would do majority of fruits, because fruits are cleansing and vegetables are for building. You know what I'm saying? So these fruits can help eliminate. And I know if a doctor was sitting here right now, he would definitely tell you different than me. You know what I'm saying? But I bet he can't go out here and run with me right now. And I eat fruit all day. You know what I'm saying? And
That's a good point.
and don't have no issues. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like over sugar or things like that. And it's just amazing to me that people can eat a Snicker bar, but then be like, oh, I can't have that pint where it got too much sugar in it. Like, what? But it's crazy. I can't, but go eat bread. You got a sandwich with bread on it, but you can't have fruit, because that bread gonna break down sugar in your body anyway. You know what I'm saying? So raw food fasting, the next level would definitely be like a cold pressed juice and waters. And then the next level up from that, I would say to get a deeper cleansing would be like an all water cleanse. But if you do something like an all water cleanse, like, you definitely need to be on the phone with somebody or talking to somebody that's experiencing that, because like I said, fasting is an art and you can hurt yourself. I would even try intermittent fasting. You know what I'm saying? I really believe in intermittent fasting. Like, I think it's amazing. And that's a level, and that's where you don't eat from
a specific time,
and then you have food after that time. You know what I'm saying? And then you cut it off, right? So my intermittent fasting would be, I would wake up in the morning and I would probably go up to like 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll start having food, and I would cut it off at 7. I wouldn't eat no more after 7. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll, lay down. But it's levels to that too, and time. You know what I'm saying? Like with the times, because you don't have to have that long of a period when you're not eating. But I think intermittent fasting is amazing. But to me, raw food is a super awesome fast. All liquids, juices, and water, and then all water. You know what I'm saying? And then some people do dry fasting, but that's a whole.
I've heard about that.
And you really gotta be tapped in messing with dry fasting. You know,
that's real.
Maybe almost 2 days on dry fasting. You know what I'm saying? After coming off doing like a juice and water fast, and then I almost got through the second day, but I was like, nah, I had to get water in my system. You got tapped in. Like, I think with dry fasting, you need to be somewhere like in Costa Rica, you know. Like, it's just got to be super peaceful for me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, because when you fasting, it's like you're not consuming that much food or calories, and so you don't have to move around as much.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like you're detoxifying your body. Thanks for the dope info. Appreciate it. Yeah, and thank y'all for tuning in. Like, this is huge. You know, whenever we do these lives and y'all comment, y'all like, you share, I appreciate it. And so, for anybody who's watching right now, I'm interviewing Polow right now. Earlier in the video, we talked about his story, which, if you weren't here in the beginning of the video, I'd tell you to go back and watch it once I post the replay on my page.
Somebody said fasting. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you.
Oh, no, that's all good.
Fasting is mental more than physical. Absolutely. So I have a fresh cold pressed juice business. You know that, right? So we do like fasting for people, and people always ask me like, man, can I work out? And I always try to give people the option to do whatever they want to do, because they're going to do whatever they want to do anyway. But I always tell them, like, for me, man, fasting is definitely more about peace, relaxation, letting the body rest. And for me personally, tapping into most high power. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for me. But I mean, I've seen people on YouTube supposedly fasting and doing these crazy workouts. I'm like, yo, that's cool. But it's just not for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think people should try to follow that, because you can hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? And know this too, I just want to put something out there for people that want to try to fast. Like, the way you go into your fast and the way you end your fast are the most important things, especially the way you end your fast. So when you end your fast, if you're like on an all liquid fast, go back into your food slow. I got some videos on my YouTube about this too, because I'll make like I'll make like an applesauce, you know what I'm saying? Smoothies. You got to gradually go back into it because you can't hurt. Like, there was a girl some years ago and it kind of gave fasting a bad stigma, but she went and had like, I think it was like potatoes or something, and she ended up dying. You know what I'm saying? Her whole body like locked up. You know what I'm saying? And it really gave fasting like a bad name. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh, that's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Unfortunate for her death, and also unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like that people use that to be like, see, you shouldn't fast. Fasting is terrible. Or, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's an art to fasting. It's truly an art. Just like that painting on the back of your wall back there. It's an art just like that. You know what I'm saying? So I will.
Just guys know, you know, if you're thinking about fasting, like I would highly recommend you get a professional to help you.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
That's something that I don't talk too much about it as much as I used to about a year or two ago, but that's something I highly recommend. Yeah. You know, but at the end of the day, make sure you're getting professional advice. You know, and that's huge too. Like what you just shared, Polo.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know if you're gonna go into a fast, there's a certain way you gotta enter it and a certain way you gotta, exit.
Absolutely. So, all right. Somebody just said I get migraines when I fast. So let me just tap into that a little bit. Migraines when you fast because, okay, let's just say your body is going this way. As soon as you stop putting those things into your body, if you are a coffee drinker, if you put caffeine in your system, sugar in your system, and you don't give your body that, you're going to have withdrawals. You know what I'm saying? Food is drugs. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to be careful with my words because I know, but it's for real. Like food is drugs. You know what I'm saying? You are literally putting drugs in your body when you eat certain things. So that's where the migraines come from, because you're having withdrawals and your body is going this way now and it's starting to pull up all of that dirt, all of that bad stuff you've been putting in your body. Now that stuff is in your bloodstream, it's in your lymphatic system, and it's trying to work its way out. So you have to wait that period out. It's what we call healing crisis. You're going through a healing crisis when you're having those migraines. Your body is working on eliminating. But a lot of times we'll get to that point where we get the headaches and we'll quit. And then we'll go put the drugs back in our body and be like, oh, feel good again. You know what I'm saying? It's like a smoker. I used to be a smoker. Like I said, cigarettes. I don't get a cigarette all day. I finally get one. I hit it and I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I got that hit, you know, that I was looking for. So another thing you can do for the migraines too is warm water enemas. Get you an enema bag. You can get those off of Amazon. Get your little warm water in your enema bag, and it needs to be get some distilled water. And you can boil that water, let it cool off at a good temperature. You put some Epsom salt in there, but you got to get the right Epsom salt. Tap in with me on my page, and I can show you that. And you put that little tube up your butt, and you let that water flow in. And when you start eliminating, and that stuff start, all them toxins and all that stuff start coming up out of you, man, it's a joy. Trust me, you'll be running a marathon. Man. You feel me?
Dropping game today. Dropping major game.
Trying, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I really appreciate it, Polo. Real talk. Because this is way deeper than just, building muscle and toning up. This is like overall health.
Right.
And so that, when people enter a new lifestyle, there's certain things you got to be aware of if you do want to, step into the plant-based lifestyle or the fat lifestyle. And so, I appreciate you, giving more context around the things that people should pay attention to if they, want to get involved with this type of lifestyle.
Right. I think the number one thing, man, I want people to, it's something we don't talk about a lot. I've done the research too, bro. Like I put this on my blog some years back. Like I watched, and I know this don't got, well, it does have something to do with what we're talking about, but I watched, what's the laxative companies? go from like multi-million-dollar company to like $1 billion industry now. You know what I'm saying? And this has happened over years. This has been a while since I did the last research, but I literally watched that because I was somebody that was deeply into laxatives, you know what I'm saying? Until I learned about colonics and coffee enemas and warm water enemas, you know what I'm saying? To help relieve if I need that. But the way I've been eating, you know what I'm saying, over the last few years, my elimination is very strong. But I know that there's a lot of people dealing with chronic constipation, bro. And that right there, your health starts in your gut. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the gut. You get that gut right, man, I'm telling you, you'll see miracles in your life, bro, as far as your health is concerned. But we got to get away from those laxatives. We got to let the dairy companies stop killing us. And we just gotta eat more whole foods, man. Foods in their whole state. You feel what I'm saying? Foods that aren't diced up with chemicals, and you know what I'm saying, and got all the crazy stuff in it, man. And it's hard, bro. It's so hard. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not growing it, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times it's hard to get. You know what I'm saying? Especially like coming from like a place like, I don't know, Riverdale Road, where I lived for a long time. Riverdale Road, College Park. Bro, it ain't nothing over there for us to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's like Checkers, Piggly Wiggly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, yeah.
And everything, we got a Kroger's over there, bro. Like, it's rough on the south side in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's one of my goals too, is like, we got to go and like, I want to build some gardens and grow some food. You know, we was growing food in the back of the gym. You know, we had a whole garden back there. We was growing everything, you know what I'm saying? But and we're about to get it back going again. But I really want to go through the city and just start doing some urban farming throughout the city and just kind of like help bring some better foods into, you know, the neighborhoods I came up in, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying?
Keep me posted on that, man, because I'd help out. That'd be awesome.
I will. I definitely will. But yeah, man, I just think man, more water, more fasting.
Yeah.
And just trying your best to eat as clean as possible, man. And just know when you get into fasting and know when you're trying to better yourself, man, know there will be temptation, you know what I'm saying? And there will be your friends and your family looking at you like you crazy, talking about, why are you doing that? What are you doing? You're crazy. You know what I'm saying? And eating in your face like, you know, you want some.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta want to do better, bro. That's it. And I just wanted to do better because I was in a bad, dark place. You know what I'm saying? At that hospital, that was kind of dark for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody that's, I paused it again. Especially somebody that was living like the life I was living. You know what I'm saying? Having fun for the most of it. You know, work was cool because it was something I loved to do, but my health just went down. You know what I'm saying?
And it's man, you have a crazy story. That's huge.
Appreciate it.
Because a lot of people think that, you know, man, I can't get no heart attack. You know, I'm not in my 50s. I'm not in my late 40s. But it can happen.
Bro,
you know?
It can.
It's all lifestyle.
It can. You can definitely be 20-something and be on the verge of having a heart attack. You can be in your teens and 20-something and be pre-diabetic, cancerous, all of the above. You know what I'm saying? You can have any of these things, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to. And I know a lot of times for like, just in my situation, it was just, that was the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's what I grew up around. That's what I seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what grandma and them was doing. And that's what they made. And that's what they cooked. But they also passed away from those elements too. So I had to make a choice. I always tell people too, like people be like, what's the word? Like, it's genetic. Grandmama had it, so I'ma have it. Mama had it, so I'ma have it. Me personally, I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I would have had it if I would have kept continuing to do, like the proof was in the pudding. I was doing what they was doing and I ended up right there. But nobody in my family is running marathons, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's running 6, 7, 20 miles a week, you know what I'm saying? But that's because I changed up what I was doing. You don't have to have what grandma had. You don't have to have what mama had. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do something different. You know what I'm saying?
That's powerful, man. Polow, we have to do this again one day.
I would love to, bro. And
Yeah.
next time I'm gonna do my best to stay on your questions better, because I know I
well, you know what, bro? To be honest, the things that you talk about, like outside of the answer to that question, are so like contextual around, like you're giving detail around it, and sometimes you're sharing stories that give people more context around like why that's important, why what you just said is important. So it's good, man. Like we good.
Appreciate it, bro.
You know, again, I appreciate you coming on. And for anybody who's watching right now, they're like, man, how can I learn more from Polow? Like, how can they check you out on your YouTube, your Facebook, or the Instagram, all that good stuff?
Man, everything I do, D-Han, what up, bro? Everything I do is Polow's World, or Polow's World on YouTube, Polow's World on Instagram, POLOW S World, Polow's World, or POLIZZY, Polizzy.
Polizzy, yep.
Yep.
What's up? Yeah, because your IG is Polizzy, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can also put in Polow's World and it'll pop up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, everything I got is Polow's World or Polizzy, POLIZZY. But if you put in either one of those in any Google or any man, I got everything. I'm on all of it. Facebook, TikTok, I'm on everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's what's up. Yo, Polow, I appreciate you jumping on, and we're gonna
for having me, bro.
Soon. Absolutely. We out. Later. Guys, another great interview on the Jay Jackson Official Podcast with Polow. Hope you guys enjoyed it because it was incredible. Like all about plant-based, and he even gave more context around what things you need to do outside of plant-based and things you need to be aware of if you're going into fasting, if you're going into the plant-based lifestyle, if you are exiting the plant-based lifestyle and fasting. So it's important to know these things. All right. Stay tuned for more. I'll be bringing more to you. If you have any questions, you have any topics that you want to hear about, if you have any influencers that you may want to hear me interview, feel free to shoot me a personal message on whatever that question may be, or whoever it is you may want to hear from as far as interview style. Other than that, I'm out.